Alright, so as you can probably hear, it's quite windy today. It's also a bit colder. Cold front storm coming in. And last night it actually thundered out, which is weird. It was like 15 degrees Celsius yesterday, and it's like about 0. Maybe a little bit colder than that today. So, yeah, we're going to be dealing with that noise all day. Whole barn is shaking. So I've got some more light bulbs. We fixed the high and low beam, but on the bumper, which is just above me, there's also signal lights on there, and of course the car does not have them because I used to have a custom bumper on it, and the bumper that I was given when I bought this car does not have the bulbs in it. So I picked some up. Hopefully they work and are the correct ones. I have no idea because I couldn't find any reference images. We've also got some fiberglass because there's the lip where I did the body work, like the new metal, and then there's the inside panels, like the actual skeleton of the car. And it was hard making like a piece to just kind of like bracket onto there because the shape changes. So to seal that off, instead we're just going to use fiberglass. It's easier to work with, and we'll smooth it out with some body fill like I normally do because we got to make it look somewhat pretty. And we're also going to try and put the side skirts on after I do a fiberglass patch in the front. There's a small hole that I cut into, but it wasn't bad enough to really weld into it, and I already took the welder back home. So instead we'll just fiberglass it and seal it off good, and it'll work just as well. It's only a rocker sill, it's mainly cosmetic, it's not structural, it'll be fine. So first things first, we're gonna get some stuff on the front of the car and make it look like less of a pig. Okay, so before I even attempt to fit the bulbs, which they look like they're the right ones, I'm going to clean these out because me and my ever-growing wisdom drove this car down a muddy dirt road without a front bumper, not realizing that these connectors were open and just hanging there. Same goes for the H11 connector for fog lights, which this car does not have. I don't think the control is there for it either. So these are kind of zip tied out of the way, which is interesting. I have no idea what this wire goes to, if anything, which is sketchy. So we're going to clip this here and find out where that blue wire goes. Hopefully not somewhere sketchy. Zip ties. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay. These seem to need to go through here. Looks like they were just kind of tucked out of the way. Now, where does this wire go into? Right there, and it looks like... Why do I have a feeling this ties into something it's not supposed to? Looks like someone did some cutting and splicing, which makes my life really annoying. So, I gotta figure out what's going on with these. Let's give these a clean out because they are absolutely filthy and see if they even turn on. So, I've got some trusty brake clean. Nice and clean. This wire has been spliced. And it looks like it goes up to this light, which is, I believe, supposed to be just a running side marker light and not the signal light. This has been changed to the signal light. I think it's because this car had a custom bumper on it that did not have the signal lights integrated into the bumper, and they moved them to where the daytime running light side marker is. Okay, so I checked the other side, and unfortunately, another wire was tapped in. So, yeah. I'm going to put the bulbs in as is and test them and see if anything turns on at all. I'm praying it does because I don't really feel like tracing back someone's shoddy wiring. And speaking of shoddy wiring, there was just copper dangling on the other one where it was spliced. Good job. Okay, so if you're ever wondering what these are, probably part numbers wise, Sylvania 7440 for the big one, and Sylvania 168 for the small ones. These are the orange versions, so there's an NA on there. Let's see what we can do. Now let's go see if these even turn on at all. Nothing there. I thought I seen this one turn on for a sec. I could be wrong. Okay, so only this signal light works. This one at the top does nothing, and neither does down here. Which I think I know why, because there are spliced wires. Should be doing something, and they're not. Okay. So I should point out, none of the... This is supposed to be a DRL. That's not supposed to be a signal. I pull out this bulb from the driver's side, and now this one works. This one still does nothing. I'm gonna turn the headlights back on and see what happens. I know why this one isn't working. I know why that one's not working. It's because I tampered with the wires. Nothing on there. Oh, look! This one just works. So, and the reason that... Oh, well, it turned off. The reason why is because they tried to keep the wire there. Okay, so they didn't leave me much wire to play with, which is annoying. Thankfully, it looks like the ground wire was not tampered with. It was just the power feed, this red and black stripe. So we're just gonna cut back however much we need here. This blue wire, that should be enough. All that's excess. Go, it's stripped. Now hopefully I can get the wire strippers in here. Yes, success. Okay, let's get some shrink wrap and a lighter. I bought this bag of shrink wrap on Amazon from and I was going to use it on a scrap project. Never really finished, and I'm glad I bought all this because it's been really nice to have. Okay, let's see if this side turns on at all. Ah, nice! Let's see if the other side is on. Okay, both of them are working as is, but I'm still gonna fix that wire. Let's see if the side markers turn on. Okay, that one's on. That one's not. That one's on. That one's not. So something's still messed up with this wiring, unless I just have the bulb messed up. I don't know. Oh, there it is. Okay. Cool. I don't need to play with that. That side marker's not on. It will be. We almost got it. So, you know what we need to do. Okay, so I took the pod filter off because it's basically falling apart. It's pretty disgusting. It's a Spectre unit. I thought it was a K&N. I'm going to put a smaller one on because this one didn't fit very well. Yeah, it just kind of fell apart. It's old. I'll replace it. All of the wiring is fixed, so hopefully all of this will just work now. Let's find out. Okay, so the battery's almost dead on the car. I tried to start it to get it going, but you can see DRLs don't come on when I turn the hazards on, and the correct ones come on. When I turn the headlights on, DRLs are on, and the side markers are both on. So that's fixed. Now let's put the front bumper on. Okay, so I do have some bumper clips that I got from Thomas, because that was from an old project from about 3 years ago. And they are Honda bumper clips, so hopefully they fit this. So that's about how it'll sit. We gotta hook up those lights before we do anything. So I gotta take this back off. I gotta put those lights in. There it is. Okay. I gotta find the hole. There we go. This might just need a persuasion stick. There we go. Alright, let's see how she looks with the hood down. I already put the grill on. There was nowhere to attach it, so I had to zip tie it as well. But whoops. Well, it doesn't look terrible. It certainly looks better. Okay, grill is on. I found a good place to attach it, which is actually under the emblem. So you can probably see these 2 zip ties. So the only thing left to do now is check and see how these lights look with the housing on them. Oh, they're so good. Okay, that one's on. That one's on. Okay, cool.
The motherfucking world is a ghetto, full of magazines, full clips, and heavy metal when the smoke settles. I'm just looking for a big yellow. In 6-inch stilettos, Dr. Dre. Hello. Percolating, keep 'em waiting while you sitting there hating. Your bitch is hyperventilating, hoping that we penetrating. You get snating, cause I never been to Satan. But hardcore administrating, gangbang affiliating. MC Winner had you wildin' off a zone and a whole half a gallon. Get the dialing, 911 emergency. You can tell him, it's my son, he's hurting me, and he's a felon. On parole for robbery, ain't no copping a plea. Ain't no stopping the G. I'm in the 6, you got to hop in the 3. Company monopoly, you handle shit sloppily. I drop a key properly. They call me the